So you don't require any signboards
No, I do require a lot of them
to reduce the speed or what?
to get the path little more smooth.
Okay. So start, Gabriel. What?
Seems like a natural affinity. The pull towards astrology or the influence of astrology seems like it goes with the scientific endeavoring mindset that I seem like I was born with. And the way all of the constellations and everything affects one another, it seems so necessary to understand up to a certain level, like you mentioned before. If the straight path is unnecessary to go through all these minor influences, once they become minor, then that's best. But I think awareness and understanding is good to a certain level also. And because I'm not experienced, I probably should not be speaking as much, Dr. TPS. I am just learning, and I'm very interested in this matter. I've been for a long time.
Yeah. Anybody else who want to add why astrology, why to learn, what is important, why you should bother about it? I'm sure joined because that's a practice around. But question is, how long is that practice? Is it a Vedic? Many people say Vedic astrology. Is it a Vedic astrology?
Good question.
Do you think India was practicing astrology for what? Were they very much into that? Yeah, astrologer is here now. Shuchita is an astrologer. So, Dr. Shuchita, I am asking a basic question. Many people say it's Vedic astrology. Is it astrology Vedic? If so, in which Veda text it is mentioned?
So it's not, I don't feel like it's a Vedic astrology.
Not even mythology. Not even Indian Purana talks about astrology. Otherwise, Rama would have, or Sita would not had these problems. Ravana would not have these problems. Somebody would have suggested Ravana, don't go for war, you will get killed.
Yes.
He could have afford consulting the best astrologer in the world those days.
He was Manglik.
See, knowing about something after that is different. My question is, how old is this?
I don't know.
Okay, if astrology is very essential before getting married, you must see a match. When I go to different engineering colleges, I say don't believe astrology, don't see horoscope. They are so happy because they can do lot of campus selection. They select their pairs in the campus. That's what is
I
called
want
the
to add something.
campus selection. Yeah.
My parents got married because without that horoscope match and all. But when I learned astrology, I tallied the basic horoscopes and tried to find out what would be the probable time of getting married and which would be the best time. And it was exactly 2-3 days in which my parents got married. You go through the astrology, you get the match or not. Everything is destined if you believe in astrology.
Then why you have to see? Anyway, happened is happened. After death, why do you want to do a postmortem?
No,
If there is no
nothing
police
like
case and everything is natural, unnatural, you need to do postmortem. Did you think Arjuna married, Krishna married after seeing horoscope, and then we had traditional Indian kings selecting their wives, fighting and then winning the war. The lady will decide who are all the people who should fight, and the winner will be my husband. That's how actually the choice was with the girls, not with the boys also. So the screening was not done by horoscope, checking whether the match. Otherwise, if at all somebody believes, it would have been the richest, the kings who would have followed. Forget about the rest of the people. If king is not following, why the people have to follow that? Okay, now consider some other religious people who marry 4 times. They are living without even believing in horoscope. Everything is perfect, and they are maybe they are flourishing more than somebody else.
they must be believing something else.
It's all something else. There are different sciences. I am not saying horoscope is useless, it's not science. I am saying that is why my title happens to be Astrology is a Signboard. I am coming to that.
Thank you.
As Shuchita was telling, I also I am basically a mathematician, so I am a scientist. I don't believe in all these stupid. Without me learning about it, I cannot comment on that. Otherwise, I feel it's not correct. So what I did, I also learned almost from 5-6 different experts in the field. I also learned academically from Muthuswamy, who was running a distance course, which was one of the famous. Academically I learned. In Hyderabad, I was called to teach in a place. That means they also recognized. I attended many national conferences in which gave lectures. I happened to be very close to somebody who learned. I don't consider astrology as a unique science like physics and maths, how much they are related. Astrology is more theoretical, Vastu is more practical. For a place also there is a chart, not for human alone. Every human has got 80% fluid, which are highly ferromagnetic fluid. Ferro means iron content or anything which can get attracted by magnetism or electricity. Influential by these forces. So basic electromagnetic. Body is electromagnetic. That's why we get shock. A small static electricity is good enough. As soon as you touch the knob, you get a shock. No other animal will get that sort of a feeling because we are very, very susceptible to electromagnetic energy. Earth is highly magnetic. Earth is highly electromagnetic. Definitely Earth must influence us. But where, which latitude, which longitude, which time, that will tell you your place from where you can draw angle 360 degree, not in one plane, 360 degree, n-dimensional, 3-dimensional. Draw the angle to find out where the planets are there in the atmosphere. Because all of them will have a pull on you. I remember when I went to Kailash, I had a Japanese who was an American citizen. We were walking together and we were near to Manasa Sarovar. From there, when we walk little up and then take a circumambulation Kailash. So when you stand Manasa Sarovar, we can see Kailash, and then on the top of that we can see moon. The moon in Kailash is almost 3 times the moon which you can see from India, any other part, because we are reaching at a higher and higher. It's too high compared to the place where I am living. So naturally we see moon which of some size. Kailash moon is 3 times bigger. Moon is the same, but we are going up. So I was looking at it and telling Matoba, my friend, what a beautiful moon. Immediately reaction came from Matoba. He said, this is the fellow who is creating waves in the sea. Looks so calm and cool, but so dangerous fellow, he creates non-stop. That is because the sea water is full of thermohaline ferromagnetic fluid. There is halane. Halane means salt content is also there. When salt content is more, the electromagnetic effect will become much more. You take water and then give a bulb and connect with a battery and then loose ends of the wire you put in water, the bulb will not glow. But you put lot of salt, immediately the bulb will start glowing. That's because it improves the conductivity, electromagnetic energy. So now you know how a moon which is far influencing water in the sea, therefore how it will influence all of us, because 80% of ferromagnetic fluid. Therefore in horoscope, moon is called Manakaragan. Manas is your emotions. Emotional feeling will change. And it's a very, very clear indication. If you take statistics, most of the people who have got emotional imbalance based on their moon position in the horoscope. So if horoscope is given, we will tell on which day you can emotionally be down or up. And your physical strength depends on the sun's position. So when you take earth, the time of birth where the sun was, that will tell you what sort of a physique you have. Your skin problem can be detected with the position of the sun in your horoscope. Which part of your body you have pain or you will have pain. If not today, when it will come also can be predicted. Exactly based on that. So there is a basic constitution of the body, intellect. Surya is also a part of intellect. Guru is part of your intellect. How much blessed you are with Shukra. What is your basic style in learning, accepting others, whether you respect others or you show your ego. Many things can be seen by this. Without any problem it can be seen. But now the question is, yes, Dr. TPS have this horoscope. How much I should believe in that is my question. Suppose it is like that, what can I do? Somebody has put me in a old Toyota car or Mercedes Benz or maybe a old Maruti 800 which is, or maybe the cheapest car in India, or maybe the costliest in Tesla you are being put inside. The executive Tesla. My horoscope is such a vehicle in which I am put inside. Say, now the horoscope is the vehicle and I am inside. By birth, I am put inside. Now I have to travel. Is it Tesla controlling? Is it Maruti controlling? Is it Toyota controlling? Okay, now you need a road to drive. Assume the road is like American road, 1000 kilometers straight highway. Both two highways are only there, east to west, north to south. Tesla will drive by itself. Only say where you are entering, where you are putting, automatically it will stop, it will run, you don't require. But in India, nothing will work. You have to be a skilled driver. So, which path you are going is your opportunity, your circumstance, your neighborhood, the place where you are living. So, what is important? Is the vehicle is important or your skill of driving is important? You are in a nice place, probably skill is not required. Now, assume I am not well versed, but I have a beautiful vehicle. I don't know how to start also. What will happen? I have got an airport runway style of road, beautiful Tesla, but I don't know how to start. So what is the purpose of this? Okay, now assume I am a fantastic driver. Any ghat road I can drive. The vehicle is not that good, but it is not punctured. Everything is functional. I am not. No, the road is also okay, but not very good. But I am an expert driver. Do I require lot of signboards which says be careful? Huh? Okay, now who needs signboard? Who needs somebody beside? Who needs a control? Who needs everything perfect? Then only I will drive. That is what is horoscope. So you are not able to drive, but you have a trainee beside you, or person who is training you is beside you, and you are a trainee. He will keep on tell you what to apply, where to apply, how to do it, when to do it, why not to do it, take a left turn, look at the mirror, all that. Who is concerned? Where your actions are useless. Maybe you need little push in the beginning. That is why all the rishis, yogis, sannyasis, they say that it is their second birth. The date of birth, the time, horoscope, they tear it off. They have full faith in their master, because they believe master influences more than all the planets which are far off from them. Now, second, assume I am a true God believer and I say Hridaya Guhara Madhye Kevalam Brahma Matram. Inside me there is a Bhagavan, and she is there, he is there to support me, everything. That means I know how to drive and I have a good driving master beside me. Why should I look at the small signboards here and there? So who looks at horoscope? One, those who don't have faith in God, but they fear God. Many people don't have faith in God. They fear God. And astrologers are real looters. It is like when an elephant goes inside the lake to drink water, the crocodile will catch. It's a nice time to catch. Immediately astrologer got a chance. He or she will say, you do this puja, you do that puja, you go this place, you go this montanam, you shave your head, you go to this much temple and then pay this much money to this priest, then your problems will be solved. The first part is horoscope, second part is prediction. Horoscope doesn't have predictions. Astrology doesn't have predictions. That's why it is called astrological predictions. Predictions are more statistical, more psychological, more sort of a counseling program. Prediction is a different system which is not part of scientific activity. Prediction is only no logic, it is only intuition. So prediction,
It's logical.
huh?
It's logical.
That is statistical. Statistics has no logic, it has only numbers.
No, you have to calculate so many things.
Calculation is very minimal. Predictions are based on when these sort of a network happens, some point of time this items happened, therefore this is what will happen for the next. For 1,000 people it have been computed and then written, if the sign is from here, this is in ascent, this is in descent, your legna is here, then this will happen. These are all knowledge. It is not your logic, it is like a court law, which are all written. If this happens, this is what the penal code, this is what the punishment. You understood? So that is statistics. That's why I said one is statistics, second one is intuition. Intuition doesn't have. That is called, in law also there is something called a tort, T-O-R-T, which is unwritten rule. The judge can decide what, everything is not written. That is where intuition is must. Suppose you are staying in ground floor, from first floor somebody was keeping a tulsi plant in a pot and every day they were doing watering there. One day somebody was standing below and the tulsi pot has fallen on him when there was a heavy wind. Is there a rule written in Indian penal code, Indian criminal code, which says what punishment is to be given to the first floor fellow? Therefore the judge will decide what to be done. That is what is his intuition. That is his logic. That logic need not be applied. Logic in science means it is applicable everywhere. That will not be applicable. On this day, that is called Prashnam. In Kerala it is very famous. That is called my intuition. And my intuition, I may ask, suppose Yamini comes with a problem. I will ask Yamini, go and collect 5 leaves, petals. And I will look at the leaf petal and decide what will happen to Yamini. Because Yamini doesn't even have a horoscope. What I will do now? Everybody doesn't have horoscope. I don't think I have a horoscope which is perfectly written. Which it doesn't, because I don't think my father or mother would have recorded the exact time. When that was given to somebody else, I found all the predictions are going wrong. That's why I recomputed my time of birth. From my experience, I recomputed. Then I found my horoscope itself was wrong. So, I must have seen 10,000s of horoscope. Academic. That's not my profession. I have not taken a penny from anybody so far. When somebody comes to me, first thing what I will do is, I don't believe in somebody's diagnosis. I do a diagnosis. You must have done a pathology from some other doctor, some other laboratory, which I will not be accepting. I will look at your horoscope and then ask you few questions. If it is perfectly matching, then I will agree your horoscope is your horoscope. Otherwise, yeah. Now, let me ask. Assume I get a horoscope in which somebody has done earlier prescription. So many medicines have been given by the earlier doctor. And today's pathology will tell some chemical in your body. Then I will know whether this medicine was given or not. If you have taken poison, I know you have taken poison. But I don't know whether you have taken alcohol or not, also can be tested. But in horoscope, assume immediately after puja, you go to another astrologer and ask to see that he may predict you something else, because there is no, it is not like a card in which you can enter, oh, this much puja is done, therefore your Saturn from 8th place have moved to 9th place. Your horoscope doesn't change. As many number of pujas you do, as many gift you do, nothing is going to change. So all these predictive mechanisms which are, I happen to be the student of one of the greatest Tantri. Tantri's job is doing puja. He has written how to maintain a temple. With all that great ability which he has, he himself will say, any puja which I do cannot change your horoscope, any puja which I do cannot change your fate. But only now I am driving a car and I am not very confident because there is some leveling problem. Balance is not happening, or my wheel alignment is not perfect, or some sound is coming from somewhere in the engine, so I am not able to drive. But assume I have got somebody else who is an expert driver beside me. He says, don't worry, I will tell you, you can drive. That is the faith in which I am living. Assume I don't have a license to drive, but police is standing in front of me. Definitely I will have a fear inside, he is going to catch me. But assume a superintendent of police is sitting beside me, or maybe a very influential person is sitting beside me. He will tell, you don't require license, I am here, you drive. That is what God is beside us, where he gives a full faith in me, telling you don't worry, I am there with you. That is what a master gives, that is what God gives. With that confidence, when you drive, even if there is a sound, you don't care. So why puja? Why these rituals? That gives me a confidence. Oh, somebody is there to take care of me. To that extent, it helps you, but it is not going to change your horoscope. As the road is not going to change, the condition of the vehicle is not going to change. If there is saying, I am sharp curve, you are climbing on the top of the mountain, hill. It is a cliff. It is a peak. That doesn't mean when you change the gear, road is not changing. You are only changing your gear so that you equip yourself to climb the mountain. If there is fog, you switch on the fog light. The fog is not going to change. Your visibility changes. So any puja, any ritual which you do, only equip you to face problems. It is not changing problems. Now, assume I am saying that one ball is coming. Srinivas, be very careful, the ball is coming to you. Now the ball is coming to you, when you hear immediately what will happen? Either you will catch if you are a very good player, or you can stop it with some mechanism, you will try to do that. If you are too smart, what you will do? You will tilt. Yeah, now Gabriel is tilting the head. Exactly when you are tilting, the ball comes and hits you. Finished. If you are standing there, nothing would have happened. So sometime my cautioning you can get you into trouble also. So that doesn't mean horoscope reader is bad. I have only told you, be careful, ball is coming. What to do is your job. So I can only caution you. I can only say deep. No, down the curve is coming. Because there is a board, you have not noticed it. All on a sudden you have seen, instead of changing the gear, instead of applying the brake, you have applied the accelerator. Finished. What can I do? That's your fate. Understood? So then what will happen? Immediately the patient will say the doctor is bad. Now when you go to a doctor, you take medicine. If something doesn't work, the doctor himself will tell, try 3 days, 4 days, and after that, if it is not getting cured, you come back to me, I will advise you something else. But horoscope, there is no chance of like that. There is only one prescription. He cannot tell you try this, otherwise come back. But still you will say the astrologer is, no. If that doesn't work with the doctor, you will say doctor is bad and you will go to another doctor. But when it happens in astrology, they don't find fault with the astrologer. They will say astrology is bad. You understood the difference? Should I repeat it again? When you go to a doctor, he gives medicine. If it doesn't work, you lose faith with the doctor, but not with the medical science. That is because you have to get cured. That is a trouble for you. You don't take opinion from 10 people. And he has got a basic degree, MBBS, that certificate you believe. Now astrology, what happens? Even if you have an MA astrology, you have a lot of years experience. If when you predict something it doesn't work, possible. Doesn't work means many reasons. Once your horoscope may be wrong, as I started telling. Second one, I asked you to be careful. Yeah, you became careful, but that was the most careless thing which you could have done. You thought it is careful. Your actions are not in my control. Therefore, you met with a major problem. Therefore, immediately you will find not the astrologer is bad. Astrology itself is bad. The science you don't accept because people don't have full faith in this. Why people don't have faith? Because we have out of 100 people, 99 people are bogus. Because that is earning for them. They live on that. They live on somebody's problem. Where they have not studied. The whole thing to study is not a very simple thing. I told you statistics. 1,000 people, 999. I remember sitting with a great astrologer. Somebody came to see marriage matching. He said, yeah, this will match. Then when the marriage, Gabriel in India, people have to see the girl and boy has to match their horoscope, then only they can marry. Okay. Now as I saw, I said this boy is going to have an accident and his leg will break. No, that they didn't ask, no. Because it's like a doctor. You go to a doctor, you say that you have got a nasal problem. I have got a breathing problem. He will only see your respiratory problem. He is not going to check your kidney. He don't even check your eyesight. I remember one student came to me, no concentration, I am not able to focus in study at all. You look at the girl, it is good enough, full dandruff. So, I am sure if you have dandruff, you keep on getting irritation. No, that's the biggest problem for people, many people. I told, take a good bath, that's enough, you will get concentration. The counseling is only 1 minute. I told how to take bath also. We have to teach how to clean your hair. It's not that everybody uses shampoo here. They will only keep on applying oil and then pour water. That's it. Can you imagine the whole skull will be covered with the multiple layers of dandruff. So sometime they come with a problem, you have to do a full diagnosis. What happens today? If you do a full horoscope diagnosis, you need at least 1-2 hours. Who has patience for this? Marriage matching, that is only, now the software is there, it's only 1 minute job. Yeah, it's matching, fine, it's matching, because horoscope matching says it's matching. But you also have to see when to get married. That is also essential. So, there are multiple parameters. It is not a single parameter problem. It's a multiple parameter problem. It's not one reference point, multiple reference points. Somebody will come and say, my guru is in 9th place. Tell me what will happen. Your guru is in 9th place. Where is your Saturn? I also have to see. Where is your Mars? I have to see. Where is your moon? Where is your sun? I can never never say what will happen to you. It's like my respiratory problem is there, you tell me what should I do. The respiratory problem can be with 100 other reasons in the body. It is not an eye specialist who has to decide whether the headache is because of eye or not. It is you to decide my eye problem is causing me headache or not. We do our own diagnosis first. So if anybody predicts your horoscope saying that 27 type of people are there in the world, many magazines will put Libra fellow, that fellow, this fellow. I remember I was in Delhi. One of the major television people, after listening my lecture, they said, come and sit here and then give predictions, sir. We will pay you this much per month. I said, I am rich enough. Good. I don't want to cheat people like this. Understood? So you cannot. There are a lot of places where will say 27 type, 12 type of people. Everybody's predictions. Yeah. That means the whole world is running like this. No, it cannot. Now another thing. Now we have got a big pandemic. Everybody is dying every moment. But more than that, people are dying with starving. So does it mean their horoscope had this possibility of death? That way each one of us have got a probability of death in different points. They are called nodes. In all these nodes we can die. But whether we will die or succumb that or not depends on many other, I said it's not a single parameter, multiple parameters. So it's a science where signboard is there, but more than the signboard, the skill of the driver matters. If I am skillful, whether my vehicle is Lamborghini or anything else doesn't matter. I am a skillful driver, I know how to drive. So my ability to drive matters. My karma is more important. So if you believe in Bhagavad Gita, you don't believe in horoscope. Because Bhagavan says your karma is more important than anything else in the world. Do you believe in Krishna? Do you believe in karma? Action is more important. Yeah. Any performance P is equal to attitude, skill plus performance. Performance is equal to skill. Your neighborhood which supports you. That is opportunity. So your performance P is equal to A attitude plus O opportunity plus skill. You will not get it anywhere. This is my formula. Performance P is equal to attitude A plus skill plus opportunity O. Opportunity is defined by the road in which you are driving. That is called Vastu. Your circumference. Where are you? Are you in America or in Kerala? Or in Rajasthan? Or in Gulf? Your latitude, longitude, the ruler will decide what sort of punishment you should get. The same crime which you do here or in different place, the punishment is different. The opportunity matters. Your attitude is your basic character. That is defined by the car in which you are being put inside. That's your horoscope. But none of us are showing our character. We are only showing our behavior. Behavior is what we change from person to person. It's like a reflection. My brother, when I meet him, the way I speak to him is entirely different from the way I speak to his son. The way I speak to my neighbor is entirely different from the way I speak to my colleague in my classroom, who was with me in 10th class when I was a student. When I was a master student, the way I deal with him is entirely different. So that is my behavior pattern. My behavior pattern is never controlled by my basic character. It is controlled by my attitude setting, which culture. I am purifying myself every moment. That purification happens with my skill. Oh, I became so diplomatic. I became so social. I became so educated. I can do this, no problem, while talking. Prime Minister cannot do this. Tomorrow every television fellow will show that he is doing this. That only will be telecasted every time. So as your position changes, the way in which you have to behave has to be changed. So is it your horoscope defines how are you going behaving? No, it doesn't. An army fellow, when they are in army, they get discipline. If he was not in army, he was a vegetable vendor, the way in which he behaves will be entirely different because army trains him like that. So that opportunity when you get, that skill you develop, and the attitude which matters. You want everything to be connected to horoscope and say that everything is decided by your place and birth of, then no motivation speaker will be there, no counseling person will be there, no doctors will be there in this world, and no parents will have an opportunity to advise them. Hey, you produced me, production is over, now it is my fate. No puja will happen, no temple will run, no astrological reading also will happen, because even if I do, it doesn't change. So either you should believe in your change which happens, which is controlled by you. That means the road is same, my skill has to take me. My skill, my attitude. My attitude gets my skill. I can go on and on. I know a lot of questions and confusions. I have undergone these confusions and questions maybe 10 years back. Yeah. Now I open.
What I'm feeling and seeing as a possibility is that astrology is the macrocosmic genetics, whereas genetics is the microcosmic aspect of it. That there are specific patterns and predispositions, but just based on those patterns and predispositions won't dictate and won't override our free will, our capacity to be able to discern and to choose and influence our own decisions and our own potential from manifesting. If I just wanted to share this.
See, the radiation can change your cell pattern, it can change your DNA patterns, it can change a lot of things inside your body. Not when it just passes, you are constantly under its influence. So it is not that I met one guru, I went to a temple, did some Sashtanga Pranam, I said namaskaram to one great guru, once I have fallen, that will change my horoscope, will not happen. I follow him. I am with him. Not physically, I need not be with somebody. I don't have my guru along with me, but anything which I do in this activity, always my thoughts are with him. So it's not that me I am speaking. Now if I believe that I am doing it, that's entirely different. When I have a great influence by somebody else. Do you know the magnet can bend the light? Because that's also electromagnetic energy. Normally it is not possible, but you have got a very heavy magnet of high influence. Yes, it bends. So how much powerful your guru is, where your influence is so much on you, it can change your patterns. So otherwise, satsangatve nissangatvam, beautifully Shankaracharya said, you be with good people, you feel that I don't want, that feeling will come. Nissangatvam. Sangam means union. When you be with great people, you feel like I don't want anybody else. So how do you get this? It need not be with you. Now the question is, will I follow somebody if it is not written in my horoscope? Yeah. Again, you can connect horoscope is important. Sometime what happens is your vehicle at some point of time it will have a clutch problem, it will have a brake problem, it will say immovable. Then you stuck there, then you imagine, oh, I have to consult a mechanic, it needs some repair. So I will stay there. That staying is good enough to get rid of some problem. So you hook up with somebody You follow someone by chance. If the time supports you, matters you, if your attitude is not good also, that can happen. So by accident. You want to call that accident as a fate? Anything which happens good as your fortune? Yeah, it's fine. Understood? I remember I was in a small village. We, at night when we wanted to cross from the main road to reach the house, we have to have a small passage in which definitely there will be snakes. In my childhood, I must have crossed many snakes like that. My brother is also there. My mother used to tell, keep running. When you run, it is your fate whether you hit on the head of the snake, then finished, you can jump. If it is on the tail, definitely the snake will come and bite you. It was a common phenomenon. Many people got snake bites during those days. But then we had some courage that makes us to run. Today I may not do that because my brain is much bigger and higher than the emotional feeling which I have. Yeah, nothing will happen to me. That is not there. We become more fearful when we become educated. But then, sometime when we walk, there will be a thorn which goes into our leg. Those days we don't have even footwear. No footwear. Barefooted only we have to walk. No shoes. So when some thorn goes inside, my mother used to advise us, yeah, that is because the thorn goes inside, you will stop for a while to remove that time one snake would have been crossing. The God gift is that. Thorn getting inside your leg is a gift for you. You understood? So any misfortune is also, we turn it as a fortune. That is how we were made to believe. Yeah, any problem is also a big good thing for us. If something doesn't happen, yesterday we were in an interfaith meeting. I was telling Gabriel a philosophy from Dr. TPS. Once you miss a bus, you get lot of buses. Once you get into a bus, you miss lot of buses. In a public transport, you are in a bus stop, you got a bus, you get into the first bus, then you are missing lot of buses. Once you miss a bus, you get lot of buses, right? So, it's all the way you look at problems. So, if you want to connect and then say everything is by God, then take it full. But we don't take it full. We still want some people to consult and then tell. That way, there are a lot of people who believe that the disease is also part of God's gift. They celebrate some of the disease. They do special puja when they get fever. When they get smallpox was celebrated once in a while. It's a Devi's blessing. Because there is no cure, what do you do? You will have to advise. So that's an emotional psychological treatment. So when something happens, I will tell your Shani is over here. Saturn will end next September. September onwards is a good time for you. Oh, they feel so happy. The trouble is only next 3 months. So this is some sort of a counseling. It's some sort of a counseling. So by which what happens? The same fellow goes somewhere else and then they will find some other problem. That is why I said you don't match, because diagnosis is not perfectly done. Prescription is not perfectly done. Go to 3 different people, you get 3 different prescriptions. Because it's not totally scientific. That's why I said predictions are not scientific. Predictions are based on that situation. What should I tell them? That I will tell. We have a lot of such situations. Because husband and wife marriage, the pair happens only with matching. Assume the girl and the boy comes to you and say that no, we want to get married. Somehow you should tell it is matching. The God says when 2 people decide to live together, you should not separate them. As an astrologer also, our job is, it matches. But the parents will come and say, even if it is matching, they will come and say, you tell that it is not matching. So what should we do? So it has become a bribing business, it has become an agent's job, it has become a mediator's job. Sometimes this becomes a mediator job, and you are socially living in a world where you are connected with many people. The relationship matters. Therefore, what happened? The faith in the whole system is lost. Otherwise, it's a good science. Statistics is good. Intuition is there. It is really good. Got it? I've got plenty of examples and experiences which can quote and say that where it happened, how it happened, when it happened, and all that. It's a beautiful experience. But I keep saying your karma matters, your action matters, you have to listen to people. Yeah, but sometimes you may not listen. That is also there in your horoscope. So what do? When somebody comes for counseling, I'll tell you, no, you will not listen. You will come back to me after 3 months. 3 months you rest. Correct, Yamini? Did it not happen exactly 3 months later? I said, this is not the time for me to advise you because now you will not listen. Whatever I say, you don't listen. Come back after 3 months. I will tell you correct. And 3 months, this is what is going to happen to you. So, there are planets which influences you. You also need some sort of a intuition. And you believe that you have a master, you have full faith in him. You must consider that master is bigger than Saturn, bigger than Mars, bigger than Plutone, bigger than Sun or the Moon. Because satsang is more important. And satsang is what is prescribed by Bhagavad Gita. Satsang is what is prescribed with good karma. That is why Krishna with Arjuna. That's a satsang. If they would not have met together, they would not have traveled together, they would not have fought in the same vehicle, they did not stay together, Mahabharata war would have been something different. So that is why we have karma is more important. Skill is more important. If you have skill, yeah, attitude is important, otherwise you cannot attain skill. I have attitude, I have skill, but I don't have opportunity. What do? I know how to swim. I love swimming also. My attitude is towards swimming, but I am in Rajasthan desert. What I will do? No swimming pool at all. Where do I swim? Yeah, but then the answer is yes. If I have attitude, I will not stay there. I will stay only where water is there. So, but we are not having that freedom. Because our freedom is tied with a lot of different network. Not individual dharma. I have got Kudumba dharma, I have got Samuha dharma, I have got professional dharma, I have got religious dharma. Dharma is my activity which controls my value system. So, though I want to do, no, I have to take permission from different people. I have to take permission from society also. I cannot do anything which I like. Political party, I must ask. No, I must ask the company. I must ask the society. I must ask my relatives. So, dharma is multiple. So, with all that dharma, when I am controlled by many other things, my horoscope, Rama's horoscope, now we can predict. But Rama, why did he do that? Because he had got a lot of tie-up with the different dharma. And that was in fix. He don't know what to do himself. So that's all controlled by different. That's why I said it is multi-variable, not a single variable. Many variables are there, which controls me. Network of variables. So more important is satsang. Be with somebody who is very close, where your influence from him is much higher. That is why traditionally when we see horoscope, immediately we will say the husband's horoscope is in, get wife's horoscope. But today we will have to tell your boss horoscope also you bring. No. Sometimes your more close to boss than the family members. Suppose you are in politics, probably the chairman of the party and the secretary of the party, they mix more closer than their family members. They don't even see. So if somebody's horoscope has to be seen, you have to take all the neighbors' horoscope also. That's true, because earlier when I said lot of planets are there which is influencing, now we have a microwave oven, now we have a refrigerator, all of them also have electromagnetic energy. You have got a tele antenna. The antenna which is used for most of our mobile phone has got more magnetic influence on you than the planets. The latitude, longitude and the time is defined to see how the influence of earth gravity on you with the other. But there are so many places underneath the earth, there is so many minerals and that influences you much more. Therefore in those places horoscope will not work. We have seen in some places horoscope will not work because there is granite under that. And the granite is highly radiating. The electromagnetic energy will influence you much more. There are so many places like that. Yeah.
That was another question I wanted to ask you about. I had recommended to me in the a few years ago. I was born with 8 Saturn, and my birth star is Puyan. I was recommended to wear lapis lazuli, or the best for me is blue sapphire, but it's so expensive right now I can't afford it. And I was wearing the blue. Someone had gifted me the blue sapphire.
Yeah.
Eventually, and I was going to ask you because I have a very strong connection with minerals and earth and certain stones or certain earth elements. You mentioned right now the connection of the minerals and the influences in different regards. Is there a certain aspect of, I agree with you, the overall perspective. The main point is more important is satsang than anything else. But at the same time, in a minor way, in certain regards, not in every regard, but in certain regards, the balance or the necessity in certain life situations for the increase in conductivity or electrical connection to be able to just for whatever temporary life situation a person is in, to be able to elevate the health. Just the way we prescribe medicine, maybe perhaps the stones or the minerals have. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like a MBBS doctor who is prescribing reading glasses. He can ask you to wear it and see, are you able to read now? Yes, then take this glass. Because the subject of using gem, that subject is called gemology, not astrology at all. Gemology is a specialization after astrology. So what happens most of the time, each planets depends on the planet's positions, depends on how the ill effect, or you have to magnify the effect. If it is a good effect, magnify. If it is an ill effect, nullify. So both can be used for, like an injection is given, a vaccination, a shot is given based on your disease. So you have to look at what is that which is going to help you, what is that which is not going to help you. Sometimes rabies injection is given, which is itself as a poison when there is a bite of dog. So sometimes that nullifies the problem. Now vaccination is given for coronavirus. That itself is to generate that potential in you so that you can fight with the virus tomorrow. So these are all gems which are given to you like a vaccination. So if you look at all the gems and the back, there is hole. So the sunlight will get converged and it becomes like an injection. So which ring, which finger, with which metal, from which day onwards, what time of your horoscope you have to wear. That only becomes effective. So that subject is gemology. And I will tell you, most of the gems which are in the market, there is first, second, third quality and duplicates. Because based on the money, you said some very, very costly. Sapphire is very costly. But you also get, see, some people cannot afford it. So what do? They buy a duplicate, but emotionally they feel, yeah, I got something. So these are all specific. And some people, what do? They put all the 9 Navag, all that they will put. It's like taking a vitamin tablet or maybe taking a good diet so that I will not have any problem. Understood? But that doesn't change that is not what is filling your tummy. That is not what you require sometimes. Overdose of vitamins also can create problems for you sometimes. So it is exactly to be diagnosed. Without that, it doesn't. There are specific mantras for your effect also. Much more important could be, or much more better could be, you stand in front of the sun and invite only that wavelength to me. Human being have that power. So for each planet, instead of gem, you said you cannot afford it. You can always pray with the sun. Namas Suryaya Somaya Mangalaya Budhaya Cha Guru Shukra Shanibhyascha Rahave Ketave Namaha. This is good enough for the 9 planets. And only Surya, Japa Kusuma Sangasham. All that, there are different chantings available. Mantras are there for each one of them. Got it? So, it is your ability. How do a pujari makes a small water into a very sacred water? By inviting sun, he says, Puta Suryasya Rishmibihi, oh sunlight, come and clean this water. That power the pujari has. That power each one of us have. Right? So, chanting creates a vibration in you, reverberations. It is not vibration. Reverberations in you, which makes the frequency in you change, so that you become adaptable to that frequency wave, the wavelength of that frequency which adapts to you. No duplication. It is your ability. Otherwise, actually, yeah, you can change your frequency so that you get that sunlight. Otherwise, assume that you are wearing a stone, you are never showing to sunlight. You are staying in a place like America where sun comes only once in a blue moon. Where do you get sunlight injection? How are you cleaning it? Maintenance is much difficult. But without that, you can always keep your vibrations adaptable, changeable, so that your frequency inside you will become acceptable. So the frequency change is what happens when you chant mantras. That's why mantra is more important. That is why mantra is one of the best therapy. Gem therapy is gemology. Color therapy is color. So you have for every planet you have got beautiful mantras. Look at my, is not there, then I can post it. I think it's there in my Nitya Sloka. If it is not there, I will post. I don't remember. It came long back, so I don't remember. Otherwise, you look at which planet is not acceptable for you, or chant all that. Rahu, Ketu, everybody. At least that is good. You create a lot of energy inside you. Your focus will change. That's good enough. That's the best. That instead of somebody else chanting and you being beside him, better you chant yourself. Don't send money to some temple, let them do puja, and I have sent money, my job is over. He will do or not, God only knows. The last week I was telling, no, Om Bhurbhuva Swaha, you are chanting, but internally your manas goes something else. Correct? Good enough? Come back with a lot of questions. Any more questions? Vaishnavi, Lakshmi Prasad, Aravind, Mahesh, Swati, T.S. Guru.
Sir,
Yeah.
is astrology linked with numerology or numerology?
Numerology is a bogus science. I cannot change my fate by changing my spelling to SASI to SHI.
No, sir. Somebody tell 9 and 7 are lucky numbers to all the members.
Every number is lucky number only. For Bajpayee, 13 was a good number, but it was not a good number once.
Yes. When the date is 13, if any bad incident tell there 13 is a bad, they tell always to the people.
Nothing. That's why I gave 13 itself. I know that is what the number will come.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And no numbers, because there is no logic. Astrology runs with the planetary positions and the positions with respect to Earth. Numerology only alphabets A B C D E F G H, including date and week and month doesn't have any influence on anybody. Saturday for this Bhagavan, Sunday for this Bhagavan. That was only an administrative division. By mistake, Saturn happens to be Shani, happened to be one week name. Thursday happened to be some name were Guru. Maybe Monday happens to be Mangal. Nothing, no relation between this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to astrological chart. There is no Guru, there is no Rahu, there is nothing called a number in traditional. These are all administrative things came. In Bharatiya Shastra, there is only Tithi and star, moon's position and sun's position. Calendar is never made, administrative calendars is never made because of that. Therefore, your date of birth, adding together, getting some number doesn't have anything related to the natural phenomena. It's only an administrative phenomena. So it doesn't have any relevance. This is again what I am saying. You take 100 people, for 20 people it works also, people will say, yeah, it's working. No. Doesn't have any science, no logic also.
Okay, sir.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So my question is related to deities and astrology.
Yeah.
That some nakshatras are said to be symbolic of some deities,
Yeah.
and that I found what lectures I saw was very logical in terms of how they symbolize, the nakshatra and the deities.
Yeah.
So my question is that if we choose to chant a deity mantra, how is it related to our astrological chart?
Yeah, that is because each of these planetary positions and stars, the 9 planets, right? So 27 stars, they are distributed over that. And each one of them we have got a god or goddess. So when you have this relationship based on your star, based on your chart, which deity is acceptable and good for you, you will continue chanting that. But there is some small confusion. Most of the families have got family deities. And that family, there can be 3 different people having different horoscope and different deities. Now, how do you resolve this conflict? Assume that your mother is believing in the deity, family deity, and which is Devi, and your horoscope says it is somebody else. But understand, these are only cousin brothers and cousin sisters. No god or goddesses is unrelated. Everything together is one government. Each god and goddesses are different ministers in the government. Whether you go to chief minister and I am very close to prime minister, maybe somebody else is very close to finance minister. That's all the difference. It's all one and the same. The God is one and the same. God is like a government, and each ministers are like a different forms of governments. They are not government, they are only representatives of governments. And they are not government, you are the government, because you are the person who is voting and electing them. So it is more important that you visualize yourself inside, and then every chanting, every mantra, every belief, whether you keep the deity, whether you chant it louder or not, it is inside your bhavana is more important. That is internal to you. I remember somebody from Tamil Nadu went to North India. Tamil Nadu, he was a Vaishnavets, but he worked in railway, in which there was no Vishnu temple, there was only Shiva temple. And he came back after retirement. His daughters were not getting married. He has actually was with me night 10 o'clock up to morning 5 o'clock. You can, sometimes the horoscope discussions happens overnight. I thought I can dispose him in 1 hour, but he was sitting with me without getting convinced, because he was a core devotee. He feels all problems are because of Shiva and Vishnu. Shiva is not with Vishnu, Vishnu is not with Shiva. See, they are all minor matters. That is why we have got one Devi who is also with Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara. 3. Who is that? Gayatri. Everybody chants only one mantra. Gayatri is Saraswati in the morning for Brahma, Lakshmi for Vishnu, and Parvati for Shiva. It only says that it on your attitude and time which categorizes which god is with you, which god is not with you. It is all internal, it is only Sankalpa. It is only symbolic. If you understand that, no confusion. If you don't understand, too many confusions. So it's only one God. It's all Lord Sun. Surya. That's why we keep on saying Suryaya Swaha, Surya Idam Namama, Prajapati Swaha, Prajapati Idam Namama. That's good enough. Surya, you are the Bhagavan. You are giving everything. Without him, there is nothing. So for us, only one God. That is Surya. So if somebody believes in horoscope, Surya is the God. One is enough. Surya, 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 Surya. Om Bhurбhuvaswaha Tat Savidur Varenyam. So internally, become great. Good enough. Enlightenment. That is more important than everything. All are different forms of same Bhagavan Bhagavati. We have got different alphabets. In each name, each alphabet, there is a goddess. Adi Parashakti. If you look at the origin of Adi Parashakti, it says when Brahma became Brahma because he was a devotee of Adi Parashakti. Vishnu became Vishnu because he was a devotee of Adi Parashakti. Adi Parashakti is the original energy. If you get that energy, then what else is required? That energy is your voting power. So you have the voting power, every minister will listen to you. Only thing, not alone. That's why you need satsang, group of people. Combinedly. Bhajan. Bhajan is combinedly chanting. Satsang. That is the most powerful thing. That's why in our childhood and all, we were allowed to sit together, chant all the slokas, then only the food was served. That is actually satsang. That's the bondage. That is, my energy also is transferred to my person who is sitting beside me. If his thoughts are going somewhere else, it is dragged inside. Because the chanting will be inside you. You are chanting. Mantra is good. But you are not able to chant. Next fellow is chanting. So that is getting inside you. That is why we have got dhyana, then samadhi. So all the temples, after the bhajan is over, immediately Arati will come. When Arati come, full silence. So that is samadhi. Before that is dhyana. So that is some sort of a yoga practice, ritualistic. So August 1st onwards, every Sunday we have got Bhagavad Gita learning program. Dilip ji is, yesterday we had a interfaith meeting, we decided to have that. So August 1st onwards, Sundays, Indian time 7:30, American time 10 a.m. So we posted Gabriel ji. Have you seen that? Dilip ji posted today.
Yes.
So see you. We'll pick up some, when some questions are there like this, post it, then we will call this and then share it across. Those who are interested probably can listen. And 17th onwards, we are going to discuss continuously on what India needs. Lot of speakers are, maybe lot of dialogues we are initiating. Those who have not got that message, send a WhatsApp to me 9447437948. Then you will can also be part of it. We have kept a few days without any focused person so that everybody can contribute in the discussions also. Okay. Thank you for being with me and thank you for the initiative with the question which there are two 1 hour classes 2 years back with what I did in Columbus, Indiana on astrological chart, the science of astrology, astronomy, and then the next one is the prediction part, 2 hours, 1 hour. That has got a drawing, picture and all added to that. So you can see, in case if you have some more questions, probably we can take it up later. Thank you.